Hey guys, welcome back to my video. My name is Kiana and this is my channel, Chexy Lady. Today we're going to do a little bit of a fun thing. I placed a book mail order. I ordered from an author that I've been following for a while on TikTok, and I ordered a couple of his signed books. And so I got those. I got those right here. And I'm going to show, we're going to do an unboxing. And then we're going to do I don't know if you would call it a haul video. I had these books for a while, but we're going to talk about books that I got at Dollar Tree or Dollar Quarter Tree. So first, let's open this. Of course, I'm not going to show my address, but I kind of opened it already. And now it got a little scraped up a little bit, right here. But look how cute it was that it was packaged. And look how cute that is. So I just thought that was so adorable. It's got his little seal on it. And then let me see. Oh, I don't even want to open it because it's so cool. It's so I don't want to open it, but I do want to open it because I want the books. So let me see. Oh, please don't tell me I'm gonna need scissors. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to rip this open. Uh, and there's a little something in the front. I'm gonna break the seal. Should have got some scissors. Well, I don't know. Got a little bookmark in here. Well, I wouldn't call it a bookmark, but and this is from the author. His name is Marshall J. Moore. And he wrote, "Thank you so much for your order. Every book sold is a massive help in supporting my writing career. Being able to share these stories with people such as yourself truly makes all the late writing nights, days editing, excuse me, and endless marketing hours worth it." And then he put a QR code for, he has a newsletter. And it says, "You will be honored. I would be honored if you will leave a review of my books on your platform of choice, Goodreads, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, etc., and recommend it to your friends and family. Word of mouth reviews and recommendations go a long way in supporting my writing." And he says, "Thanks again. Cheers, Marshall." And then he put this in. These are his books. The way I found this author was he had done a video of a Barnes and Noble haul. His wife had ordered him. No, she took him. I think she ordered him something for Christmas, and it didn't arrive in time. So she said, "Okay, we're going to go to Barnes and Noble." And she says, "Okay, you have 5 minutes. You have, I guess, a couple of minutes to look around. You have 5 minutes to pick the books, and you have to be able to carry them and all this stuff." And so she was like, he was the first person I saw do a Barnes and Noble like challenge, and he ended up showing his haul. So I saw that video. It came up on my For You page. I watched it. I was like, "Oh, okay, who is this?" And then I found out he was an author. So I was like, "Okay, well, let me follow him." And he had done another one. So they had done another haul the next year. But that's how I ended up following him. Um, I'll try to link his TikTok or his Instagram in my in my in this video. Okay. Okay. So the books I got was Son of a Sailor. It's a cozy pirate tale. That's so cute. And it says, "Captain Redbeard is the most wanted pirate to ever sail the 8 seas. But to the folk of his sleepy island hometown, Captain Redbeard is no more than a distant legend. To them, he's just Clint Thatch, a tavern keeper's son. When tragic news calls him home, Quint hides his pirate identity and loses his beard to reconnect with his formidable Ma and childhood friends. As he processes his grief, Quint learns that the bonds of home are as strong as those tying him to his crewmate. But when Quint's pirate crew and a ghost from his past sail into town, both halves of his life are thrown into jeopardy. Will he have to choose between his home and his crew, or can Quint find a way to reconcile the two sides of his identity and save them both?" So that's the one I got. and it is signed. I just oh okay. He said, and he puts for Kiana, may the wind be ever at your back, and he signs it, and then he puts a sticker in there. Read. No problem. I'm gonna read. So that's the one book, and then I ordered his other book. It's called The Pale City. Okay, white author, black main character. I'm into it. Let's see what it's talking about. Um, Only the dead can save the living. In Alberstein, the dead are made into mindless servants known as attendants, incapable of harming the living unless commanded to by the soldier necromancer Legates. Forced into an early retirement, Legat, is it Legat? Legate? Ooh, what's his name? Gaius Cassius Calvus struggles to find purpose in his civilian life until he is called upon to examine the apparent suicide, unaliving of one of the Alberstein senators. Cassius's necromantic powers reveal that the man was uh, unalived, and the weapon used to kill him wasn't intended. And then it just goes on some more. But yeah, we're gonna see what that's about. Not too much of a fantasy person, but this looks good. So these are the two books I got, and and because it's so cool. His name is Marshall Moore, and then his thing, I think it says read more books. It's so cute. Anyways, so that's my book haul. So I'm excited to get to those. Um, Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about books that I have gotten in the Dollar Tree. I like to look in the Dollar Tree and see, I just like to peruse the book aisle because you guys know, I hope you know, they have books at the Dollar Tree. So these are some of the books that I got. And some of these books I've even seen in a library. So there are legit books. I have not, you guys know, I haven't read any of these books, but it's books that I've bought. So this one, True crime, but all my true crime girlies. Hunting Whitey. The story and capture. The inside story. Oh my gosh. I can't read today. The inside story of the capture and killing of America's most wanted crime boss. So it just tells, I think his name was Whitey Bulger. He was leader of Boston's Winter Hill Gang, and he was the number one on the FBI's wanted list. So this is, I guess, about him and how they caught him. And so I've seen this one in the library, so legit book, but I got it for $1.25. So y'all need to look in your books. In the book section. I think I got this from the library, but I must have took the sticker off. I'm sorry, not the library. Okay, this one is called Tell Me No Lies by A.V. Geiger. Agoraphobic fangirl Tessa Hart has finally left her house, only to trade one hiding place for another. But can she stay? But she can only stay out of sight for so long before she's forced to face the deadly consequences of her past. $1.25. Then the next one I got was this one, The Washington Decree by Jesse Adler Olson. I'm not reading all this, but it's a political intrigue um kind of book. Okay. I got this one too. It looks like it's a movie. It's got a blurb on it from Stephen King. It's called The Blondes. Apparently, Stephen King said Emily Schultz is my new hero. So I guess that's who this is about, Emily Schultz. Okay, what is this? The Blondes. Okay, it's an epidemic of a rabies-like disease, and it's only carried by blonde women who must go to great lengths to conceal their blondness. Okay. Hazel Hayes is a grad student. She was living in New York. She learned that she is pregnant. Ooh, from an affair with her married professor, and it's an apocalypse. And yeah, this looks interesting. I might have to bump this up because this looks good. Okay. I think I got this. I can't remember if I got this at the Dollar Tree or if I got this at a library sale, but it's called The Boy Toy. She's successful Samira Broderick. She's used her LA practice as an excuse to avoid a trip home to Australia. Let me see. I think it's, she's something she doesn't want to go home, but she ends up going home. Probably finds some romance. The Boy Toy, $1.25. I got this one, A Birthday Girl, Melissa De La Cruz. She was turning 40. Her company was worth $30 million. She was happily married. It has quotation marks, a stretch, but they weren't getting divorced yet, so that was something. Four gorgeous children, counting Sam, which she always did, and it was time to celebrate in this fabulous new house that she had bought fully furnished just 2 months ago. It was going to be grand. Everyone who was everyone who mattered in her life was going to be there tonight. Her phone buzzed with a text. Talk about a blast from the past, from before she was Ellie J. Florence Stinson, before she was herself, really. Happy birthday, girl. Another text said, see you tonight. Is it a promise or a threat? So I guess we have to see what's going on with this person from her past who, you know, we're going to see what that's going on. Then I got this one, The Tin Man. Um, Ellis and Michael are 12-year-old boys when they first become friends, and for a long time it's just the two of them, cycling the streets of Oxford, teaching themselves how to swim, discovering poetry, and dodging the fists of their overbearing fathers. Oh no, they both have abusive fathers? Oh, and then one day, the closer the friendship grows into more. Okay, so I guess it's a coming of age. Maybe they realize they love each other. Ellis grows up to marry Annie. Michael is nowhere around, and this is about what happens in between those years that they're apart. So that looks good. Then I got this one. Well, of course, I didn't read all these books at the same time, but then I got this one called Learning to See, the novel of Dorothea Lange, the woman who revealed the real America. So she was a photographer. I think this was during, yeah, the early 1930s. So the Great Depression. And I guess she was a photographer taking images of what, what's really going on around the world. So it's a story about her life. And I got this one. It says Recipe for a Perfect Wife. Um, it seems like some kind of Stepford Wives things going on. Is something going on in the neighborhood. Recipe for a Perfect Wife. So those are some books that I got from Dollar Tree. Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever bought books from the Dollar Tree. Let me know if you have any of these books. Um, check out check out Marshall's page. He's on TikTok. He's on Instagram. Um, yeah, and that's my video. And let me know if you've read any of these books or anything like that. All right, see you guys later. Bye.